All right, the next dungeon we're going over is Mists of Tiramisu. LOL. It's Mists of Tirana Scythe. It's a Legion dungeon, I believe. It's basically there's like a bunch of flowers and stuff. It's really cute. It's green and stuff. The first boss on this is a two boss thing. He's got a nice little purplish room, I think. Um, so it's a big guy. It's a big leaf guy. Looks like Grayson, like really skinny, big leaf guy. And then there's a guy who like mind control him or something. The big leaf guy is a good guy, but he's mind controlled. What the big leaf guy does, he does like a big AOE that just launches like stuff around. You just avoid the stuff. And he's like, "Oh, please survive this." That's what he says when he does that. Um, and then in this phase, this guy also casts spells, and you need to interrupt this guy. So make sure you have this guy on focus. That's it for phase one. You hit the green guy because the MC guy takes 80% less damage, so you don't cleave IMO. Maybe you do in really high keys, but I don't cleave. I don't think it's worth it. You just want to kill the green guy as much as possible, as fast as possible to 20%. At 20%, he will break free of the chains, and he'll become friendly for a little bit, and you DPS this guy. This is where you pop lust. This is where you pop cooldowns. Because honestly, you want to one phase this. It's like a 20-second phase or something like that, where you can just plow this guy. It's very poggers in the layer. He still casts, so you want to interrupt the casts. Oh, and he also fears. He also does every like 30 or 40 seconds. He'll do some voice line like, "Oh, you're scared." I'm sure DBM and stuff has it. And he'll fear for 3 seconds. So if you're a shaman, you could tremor that. That'd be pretty nice. But yeah, there's basically just blue stuff around the whole map at this point. And you just burst this guy down. It's a pretty easy fight. Eventually, he re MCs this guy if you don't kill him in one phase, and you just do it all over again. Pretty easy fight. Okay, the second boss is you actually go through a pretty cool, and I'm talking really cool maze. It's like super cool. Okay, there's a bunch of like doors and like ways to get through the maze. There's a bunch of like rooms and stuff, and like different ways to go. And how you figure out where to go is there's like these little platforms, and you basically have to you have to find the one that is unique. There's 4 things. All right, I'm gonna read them here because I don't remember exactly. There are filled, not filled, circle, no circle, leaf, and flower. Okay, so I'll draw these for you guys. Okay, because this is going to be important for the second boss. Okay, so there's a filled leaf. That's a leaf. There's a not filled leaf. There's a flower. And then there's a filled flower. And then there's a not filled flower. Okay, and then it can have a barrier, like a little circle around it, or it cannot have a circle around it. And those are the difference. So you want to find the unique one in all those. Okay, this makes sense because the boss fight's coming up. Okay, the boss fight's a cute little princess. All right, she's like a fairy or something. And she like flies around. She's like, "Oh, you want to play with me? LOL." She's got like wings and shit. Like these are wings and shit. And she's like a fairy. And what she does is she'll summon this little wolf that spawns, like a little angry wolf. Rawr, rawr. Little angry wolf, and if it touches someone, it'll freeze everyone for like 8 seconds, or people near it for like 8 seconds, do a big damage. You don't want this wolf to hit anyone, so what you want to do is you either want to like fear it, or like root it, or like stun and kill it. I think it's less ideal you stun and kill it. You just want to CC it basically. It lasts for 12 seconds, and it'll fixate a player and chase them. She also does an AOE around her body. Where she's like, "Oh, are you fast enough for this?" It'll be like a couple arrows towards people. You literally just need to sidestep and not get hit by this. It just sidestep, make sure you're not hit by this. A little bit spread or whatever. It's pretty easy to avoid. She also does a tank buster thing, where she'll cast an ability. It's called Patty Cake. She'll cast an ability on the tank. And only the tank can kick that, so it's a tank mechanic. And then at 70, 40, and 10%, she'll become immune to damage. She'll still do the lines. She'll still do the wolf. And she'll become immune to damage, and she'll summon 4 other like little fairies. So like this. And all these fairies have like an icon on them. So they can either have like, like we talked about earlier, they can have the leaf, they can have the hollow leaf, You know, or they can have flowers. Flowers not filled or not filled, and basically you need to find the one that is the unique one. So right now with just these three, well, hold on, I got you guys. So I'm actually gonna give you guys a nice test, okay? So which one would it be here, guys? Well, guys, it would be the hollow leaf, because that's the only hollow one. And you see how there's two circles around these, so those aren't unique. And all these other ones are, you know, we could even have this one be like, you know, hollow, you know, but it still has the ring around it. And there you go. And that's the boss. You do that 3 times. You avoid stuff. You CC the dog, and you kill the boss. Pretty easy. And then we got one more boss. All right, this next boss is a big bug. He's a big grub. He's angry. He's an angry grub. He's an angry grub, okay? He's really big. He does a couple things. He'll intermission phase at 70 and 40%. During the intermission, he'll get like a shield, and you need to break the shield and interrupt consumption, or you need to interrupt the cast once you break the shield to stop the phase. He'll also summon ads that fixate on a player. You just need to kill those ads off the player. You know, slow him, stun him, and just kill him real quick. He'll also suck you guys in. He'll tether everyone to the tank, and the tank needs to get out of your guys' range. And he'll try to suck you into him. Don't get sucked into him. Use movement or something. And you know, make sure your tank gets out. And oh yeah, and he also drops. So sorry, I wasn't actually drawing this, but yeah, he tethers people, so this is the tank, and he has lines to all the other guys, and he just needs to get out, basically.
Get ready to grab them.
And then he also drops just these swirlies on the ground. These big swirlies are pretty big, and this is during the intermission phase, I believe. He just drops big swirlies. You just avoid big swirlies. So basically, kill ads, break shield, run away from tank. And dodge swirlies. That's it. That's missed. That's it.